Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are outside and we are going to be giving my front porch a refresh for springtime, and I am so excited. I went out and bought some ferns, I bought some flowers that are pretty cold tolerant, so we should be good for the early spring months. And today we're just gonna pot those, pressure wash, get some things cleaned up and redecorated. I can't believe Easter is just a couple of weeks away, so I want to add some touches for that as well. So if you're excited, be sure to give this a thumbs up and let's get started. So you can see this is what my front porch looks like before. I did have some arborvitaes in these containers. I wintered them over. They did great. They are so hardy that it takes a lot to kill them, but I'm just taking everything else off the porch as well, because before we start decorating and putting everything together, I wanted to tackle a couple of cleaning items on the list. So I'm gonna wash some windows and doors, and then we're also going to pressure wash around the front door areas, just because there was a lot of salt and just yucky stuff from the winter and ice. In case you missed it, and if you can't tell by this clip, we actually painted the exterior of our home last fall and the shutters and doors as well. And I love the creamy white and the soft taupes. It's much brighter and lighter, and it's my first time decorating the front porch with the new paint job. So I'm super excited to do this today. I was a little bit sad that we painted so late in the season because I really didn't get to enjoy it right away. So I've been eagerly awaiting to get out here. Why, yes, I still have my Christmas greens in these planters. I needed to take those to the trash can, and now I'm going to just add some more potting mix to these containers. These stone planters came with the home. I don't know if they're original or at what point they were added, but they are old and heavy, super heavy. Normally I fill them with rocks ahead of time, but I didn't have any on hand. But today we're going to plant some pansies. Pansies are my favorite early spring flower. One, they are just so soft and sweet. I went with white. I'm going with all whites and greens today, you'll see. But I also love them because they are incredibly hardy. Despite their name, they can withstand pretty cold temperatures. Last year I had a few snows and they were totally fine. So I know they will be fine at this point in the season. I really hope that today's video is refreshing and motivating for you to get outside and tackle some of your early spring checklist items, whether it's pruning or cleaning up leaves and debris, just getting the yard ready for your spring blooms, or maybe it's decorating your front porch. Whatever it may be, I encourage you to get outside as soon as you have a nice day and enjoy the fresh air, because you will be so glad that you did. There's always something super satisfying about power washing and watching the power washer work and get spaces clean. I did want to say I'm not doing a deep clean today. I'm saving my deep clean with the power washer for the end of May or early June. Today I just got it out really quick to clean my front door areas because we had laid salt down all season and it left this yucky residue that I just wanted to get cleaned up really quick. Now that I'm done power washing, I'm back by my garage here, and you can see I have this stack of hanging baskets. I bought these at Lowe's last year and they were very affordable, but this is what I'm going to use to pot my ferns in. I bought 6 Boston ferns, and again, I know it's early in the season, but if there's a night I know it's gonna dip, I'll just bring them inside. We have a pretty big mud room that I just store them in. I think I had to do that maybe once or twice last year. And my ferns lasted me from March until November. So I'm so excited that it's officially fern season again. But it took me probably an hour to pot all of these ferns. It was not easy. It was a long, tedious task, but it was so worth it. Usually if I get these up early enough, I get lots of birds' nests, and they are so sweet. We had lots of baby birds last year, and the kids just loved checking on them every single day. It was so much fun. So I'm looking forward to that again. I have to laugh. I don't know if you can see behind me, you can see tulips popping out everywhere back here in this little corner of the yard, and I have them all over my yard, but they're all very random. They're sparse in some spots. I honestly think it's just from years and years. My home is almost 150 years old, and who knows when these bulbs were planted, and at this point they're just kind of a mess and scattered. So I think this season I'm gonna have to go in and take some bulbs out, maybe move them around and get it in order, because all of these random tulips popping up everywhere is just, it's too funny. I have hooks screwed into the front porch around the outer part of the porch, and I have to do a little step up to get them up on the hooks, but it's the only time I ever have to really put them up or take them down, because I can just water them right from there. All of the baskets have pre-drilled holes, so I love how these ferns fill out my porch. They are just southern and sweet and classic. You just cannot go wrong with a hanging fern. I look so funny up there trying to get the ferns right. I keep laughing at myself, but I wanted to quickly mention I'm going to be putting all the furniture back here in a second, and I'm going to link anything I can down in the description below for you guys. So if you're wondering where a chair is from or a table, check out the description first, and then if you have any questions, definitely leave a comment down below. So I will probably move these arborvitaes to the yard as soon as summer rolls around, but for now I have some grapevine wreaths around them. I think that looks super sweet. And then just for a touch of spring, I'm actually going to add just a couple more of those pansies to the front of the container. And I love how this turned out. It's really simple but really sweet. I definitely didn't think before I should have planted these down on the sidewalk, and I ended up making a big mess on my freshly cleaned porch, but it was okay. I went ahead and got the pressure washer back out, and it took me maybe 5 minutes to fix. But if it's driving you crazy, like it's driving me crazy to see it in the clip, I am so sorry about that. Next, I'm going to add this Adirondack inspired basket. It is from Ballard Designs. It's definitely an investment piece, but it is so beautiful, and I thought it would be really pretty styled with some faux flowers. I'm just sticking some hydrangea stems in here. Again, I'm really going for the greens and the whites. I just love that classic look. It is simple and really pops against our new house color, and I'm going to do this on both doors. If you don't know, I have 2 front doors and they're not together, but I like to keep them symmetrical. In my opinion, you can never go wrong with a black and white plaid rug under your welcome mat. I'm using a jute plain and very simple mat on top of it, and I think it gives off a very sweet and sort of country cottage feel, but it's still very classic looking. I'm adding back some cushions to these chairs. These cushions actually came from Amazon. I wanted just a creamy white. The chairs originally came with a blue cushion, so I wanted to swap them out. And then just to pair with the mats, I have some black and white plaid pillows that I'm just gonna sit on the chairs. And again, I just love the black and white and green. But this wreath came from Kirkland's. I added the ribbon myself. I purchased the ribbon on Amazon, and then I have this little welcome sign. It's old. It actually came from another wreath, but I took it off that wreath and added it to this one. You could easily make something like this too if you have a Cricut, or you could write it with a Sharpie even, or paint, but it just says welcome. I think it's really sweet at the front entrance of the porch. It just makes you feel at home. And then Emma got home from school and she saw me working on the front porch and she was just dying to help. So her and I are gonna put these daffodils on the front steps. These came ready to pot from Lowe's. They have daffodils in them that are already bloomed, and then there are also hyacinths coming in as well. And these just scream spring to me. I love them. They're super sweet. It's just a little pop of color, but not too much. And then Emma added this bunny. She wanted to add the bunny so bad to the corner of the porch just for a sweet touch of Easter. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna water everything in. I love to water, whether it's first thing in the morning with my morning cup of coffee or late in the evening after the kids go to bed. It is one of my favorite things to do, and I'm so excited that it's finally watering season once again. And here's a little look at our front porch all decorated for spring. Just as I was taking a step back and looking at everything and the final result, the sun slowly made its way out, and it was a beautiful way to end the day with this front porch makeover. I'm so pleased with how it turned out, and I hope you enjoyed watching the transformation as well. If you did like today's video, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you join my YouTube family, and I hope today's video left you feeling encouraged and inspired to help you tackle something in your own home. But until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Bye.